Hi, this is Ivory Bayata, and my content for today would be about graphic file format, and we would be talking much more about the meaning of BNP, GIF, JPEG, TIF, PNG, and three-dimensional. So, let's go! Graphic file formats are standardized means of organizing and storing digital images. So here are the topics that we're going to talk about. First is the bitmap, second is the graphic interchange format, third is the joint photographic expert group, fourth is the exchange image file, fifth is the portable network graphic, sixth is the tag image file format, and third is the three-dimensional drawing and rendering. BMP stands for bitmap. Is BMP a bitmap? The answer for that is that BMP is a simple raster graphic image file format designed to store bitmap digital image independently of a display device. Originally and primarily on the Microsoft Windows and OS or two operating systems. The short for bitmap, it can be pronounced as bump, BMP, or simply a bitmap image. The BMP format is a commonly used raster graphic format for saving image files. It was introduced on the Windows platform, but it is now recognized by many programs on both Macs and PCs. It stores color data for each pixel in the image without any compression. For example, a 10 by 10 pixel BMP image will include color data for 100 pixel. This method of storing image information allows for crisp, high-quality graphics but also produce large file sizes. The JPEG and GIF formats are also bitmaps, but use image compression algorithm that can significantly decrease their file size. For this reason, JPEG and GIF image are used on the web, while BMP image are often used for printable image. Next would be the GIF, which is the graphic interchange format. It is a type of bitmap image file format which is used for sprite images on the web and in software programs. It was introduced by CompuServe in 1987 and has gained wide support on the web by attracting a great deal of attention from internet users. What is graphic interchange format used for? It is a lossless format for image files that supports both animated and static images. It was the standards for 8-bit color images on the internet until PNG became a viable alternative. You may have seen them used often in email signatures. Animated GIFs are several images or frames combined into a single file. Next is the JPG or JPEG, stands for Joint Photographic Expert Group. The JPEG or Joint Photographic Expert Group, it is the name of the group who created the JPEG standard. The JPEG format is also useful for digital cameras for taking good quality photos and take up little space on digital cameras' memory cards. It is commonly used by digital cameras to store photos since it supports 224 or 16,777,216 colors. The format also supports varying levels of compression, which makes it ideal for web graphics. How big is a JPEG file in bytes? The size of a JPEG image file can range very widely. The dimension and resolution of the image are the two biggest factors in determining its size. The larger the length and width of an image, the larger the image file size. The higher the resolutions, increasing the quality of the image, the larger the image file size. Today, JPEG image files can be tens or hundreds of MB, which is megabytes in size, due to the increased quality of the digital cameras and image editing software. However, it is possible to create very small JPEG image files, often called thumbnails, that is small as tens of hundreds of KB or kilobytes. What is JPEG suitable for? It offers you the most flexibility in raster editing and compression, making them ideal for web images that need to be downloaded quickly. You want to print photos and or artwork? At high resolution files with low compression, JPEG are perfect for editing and then printing. Next is EXIF, stands for Exchangeable Image File. It is a standard that specifies the formats for images, sound, and ancillary tags used by digital cameras, scanners, and other systems handling image and sounds file recorded by digital cameras. Is basically a standard used by devices which handle image and audio files such as video recorder, smartphone cameras, etc. It contains data like the image resolution, the camera use, color type, compression, etc. When the photos are downloaded from the camera into the computer, the date assigned to the image files may be the date the photos were taken or the date the photos were downloaded. Photo viewers may sort photos by the internal EXIF date without regards to file dates or name order. For example, Apple's iDevice sort photos by EXIF date. In order to be displayed in a different sequence, they must be rearranged in the Apple's iPhoto application on the Mac and then downloaded. When you view a digital photo on your computer, the EXIF data is typically hidden by default. Therefore, you may need to select an option such as Get Info, View Properties, or Show Inspector from within your photo viewing application in order to view the EXIF data. In the Photoshop, for example, you can select File, File Info, then click the Advanced tab to view the EXIF properties. Next is the PNG, or stands for Portable Network Graphics. This PNG is a popular bitmap image format on the internet. It is short for Portable Graphics Format. This format was created as an alternative of Graphics Interchange format. A portable network graphic, or PNG, is an image file type used to offer a clear background or a partially transparent image. It is therefore used primarily for web design. These files are commonly used in the process of designing logos or related graphics. As the image can be replaced over another image or a separate background, shade of colors, or a patterns, they also tend to occupy more space than alternative image files, such as JPG or GIF. So it's often advised to limit using JPGs to only when necessary when using lower specs machines or those with limited hard drive capacity. Next is the TIFF, which stands for Tag Image File Format. It is a variable resolution bitmap image format developed by Aldous in 1986. TIFF is very common for transporting color or grayscale image into page layout applications, but is less suited to delivering web content. It is also a computer file format for storing raster graphic images, popular among graphic artists, the publishing industry, and photographers. Next is TIFF, or stands for Tag Image File Format. What are the advantages of TIFF file? In contrast to other graphics formats such as JPEG, TIFF has an alpha channel which, in addition to the color information, can also store the transparency of individual pixels. The advantage of this method is that therefore fast compression and decompression of such files and lossless quality. What are the disadvantages of TIFF file? TIFF file can take up 100 megabytes or more of storage space, many times more than an equivalent of JPEG file, so multiple TIFF image consume hard disk space very quickly. Next is the 3D, or three-dimensional in drawing and rendering. 3D rendering is the process of producing an image based on three-dimensional data stored within a computer. It is a creative process that is similar to photography or cinematography because you are lighting and staging scene and producing image. It is also both technical and artistic because the use of 3D software to help create image to help better explain or advert and design. What are the advantage and disadvantage of 3D drawing and rendering? The advantages are that it is easy to use tools, does not require too much training, mathematically correct final PC, while the disadvantage is that it cannot give high realism for organic shapes. So that would be all that I could share about what I researched about the graphic file format. So, bye! Thank you!